How are we, YouTubers? Mary just helped me then to find the dot because I've got my new phone holder, right? See, there's Mary on the couch over there, right? And Oski's there. Anyway, as you all know, the news revs me right up, right? And I'd just like to point out my opinions and the fact that I think I should be running for not just Premier of Victoria, but Prime Minister of Australia, right? Because they're fucking it up. They need a real man in there. And I'm not saying there aren't real men out there and I'm the only one for the job. I'm sure there's plenty others. But I'll put my hand up for it. So, I just want to go over a couple of things, right? When you go into public office, you actually take an oath, right? And that oath is to basically be honest and trustworthy and everything else like that. I just said to Mary, if these people are being caught within the public office sector of lying or even misleading, that's deceit, right? And lying, and they're doing it with their money. If this was in a private company or just a normal job and you were caught lying or deceiving, and that you'd be given the arse, right? So I don't understand why these politicians, backbenchers, whatever, are able to just get away with it with nothing. And all these inquests, all they do is cost money anyway. That's number one. The next reaction is about these youth offending, right? Really? What? The Aboriginal spokesman gets up and says, oh, we're just going to see Aboriginals in shackles and everything else. If you're fucked up, you deserve to be in shackles. And you deserve to be not even on parole, right? Into jail, right? Simple as that, okay? If you're a fucking dickhead, right, and you're running around, how many people have there been? Well, we've had one person, that doctor in Doncaster, murdered by a 16-year-old kid on bail, mind you, right, for already violent home invasion. And they're advocating, oh, now we're shackling up our kids and we're going to be monitoring them. I wouldn't even monitor them. Just put them in jail. What did that bloke say? Don't lock them up, look them up. What the fuck? You know, I'd rather know where they fucking are than having to go find them. But just have a listen to this shit on the news, will you?
Been accused of lying to voters. A bombshell report into the 2026 Commonwealth Games revealing the government concealed blowouts, accepted a business case it knew was misleading, and then overstated the cost to cancel the event. State political reporter Mark Santomartino.
Victoria's Auditor-General has picked apart Labor's failed Commonwealth Games and found it cost Victoria over $589 million with no discernible benefit.
The Commonwealth Games was a cruel hoax to deliver votes for the government.
Daniel Andrews promised the Games would make Victoria money before the 2022 election, based on an inadequate business case which underestimated the costs and overstated the benefits. Approving a $2.6 billion budget the government knew was a...
Right, so we all sort of know what's happened there. We don't have the games anymore thanks to fucking floppy ears and of other conspiracy factors involved, you know, other conspiring factors into the CFMEU, into the tunnel boring and or the metro tunnel. It's just one big fucking pot full of money, or full of debt actually, right? So we know about that. To me, that's just fucking wrong. And how these people don't face consequences of fucking legal action and police walking in there and charging them for dishonest conduct or theft or misleading, you know, just shit like that. And if you and I, and that, you know, go and steal a Snickers from the fucking 7-Eleven, see what happens to us, right? But these fuckers can get away with billions. Anyway, the next one, have a listen to the next one, all right? I'll fast forward it.
And at worst...
They're just full of shit. We need some real people in there. I'll put my hand up. Right, I will rule it.
Under a new trial,
I'll rule it with a dildo. Here we are.
9 News.
The sister of slain Doncaster Dr. Ash Gordon says the use of electronic monitoring bracelets is a step in the right direction to deal with serious youth offenders. Under a new trial, the devices would alert police if a teen suspect has breached bail. Neri Tai with the details.
One of Ash Gordon's alleged teenage killers was out on bail at the time of the murder.
It's just not right. It's That's not how it should be.
The 16-year-old was already facing charges for violent armed robberies when he allegedly stormed the Doncaster home. Now, repeat youth offenders will be tracked with ankle monitoring bracelets.
This is a measure that will break a cycle for those high-risk kids.
No, it won't. You know why? They don't give a fuck. They don't care. It's just not they're out on bail once, twice. These offenders are out on bail 4 fucking times, right? We've got 16-year-olds stealing cars, 14-year-olds stealing cars, mowing people down, just going for an ordinary bike ride and just deliberately mowing them down. You know, I mean, I know bike riders can give you the shits, but you don't go out of your way to mow them down. Maybe give them the bird or the dildo, but don't run over them, right? But listen to the shit from this advocate, right? Listen to the bullshit about this.
Up to 50 recidivist youth offenders, some as young as 14, will be monitored as part of the trial, mostly targeting boys aged 15 to 17. The Children's Court will issue the order, and if a bail condition is breached, police will be able to apply to have bail revoked.
Apply for bail revoke. Apply. It should be just a standard. You've breached it, you're going in. No applying. This is the problem. There's all this paperwork when they've already... If you breach bail, you've breached bail. There's no applying for it. Oh, how bad did he breach bail? Was he a minute or two? Or was he in a stolen car? He's breached it. Breach is breach. Simple as that. You know what a dam breach is? There's no paperwork when a dam breaches. It's fucking piss and water. It's time to act, okay? And this is what... you treat it the same way. Anyway...
Around 40% of youth gang members currently on the Victoria Police watch list have reoffended at least 3 times in the past 12 months. The Police Association is welcoming the use of this technology.
We'd rather not lock them up, we'd rather look them up.
But not everyone's on board.
I don't think they'll be scaring young offenders. I think they'll be wearing them as a badge of honour. They're more likely to be swapping them like Taylor Swift friendship bracelets.
Is this government now asking us to consider those images once again in 2024, shackling children?
The government insists it will push it.
Yeah, I'd shackle them. I'd hang them. I would hang them by their feet, upside down as I cane the bottom of their feet, like they do in the Middle East. All right? Don't cane their ass, cane the bottom of their feet and then make them walk after they get caned. Vote Justin. Vote JB for Premier and Prime Minister of Australia. You'll be doing a good service.
Go get a pie.
Go get a pie.